think we need to make the distinction that we can forgive, but also we must not tolerate sin, either in our own lives or in our civic life. The more sin affects our community life, the more structures of sin develop and are allowed to flourish. Catechism talks about not just personal sin, but the structures of sin, because when so many of the people are sinning, it creates actual sinful structures in our society. And when we're not willing to stand up against evil, then that's what's allowed to happen. So we need to forgive, absolutely, but forgiveness does not mean that we forget, and it doesn't mean that we tolerate evil either. In fact, we must make sure that we turn around this toleration of evil and start calling it out and start tearing out those structures of sin in our culture that have taken root. I totally agree that liberty does require order. If there is anarchy in our society, there is no liberty. There must be guidelines or goalposts or something that keeps people within a certain acceptable range of behaviors. Celebrating the death of an innocent man, I don't think should be, part of that civic behavior. There's definitely an element of force that's coming back into our culture, I think because our culture is post-Christian in many ways. And so I hope that the example of Charlie and what he stood for, and in some ways what he died for, can help with a resurgence of Christian culture to put down these more extreme elements and bring people back to the virtues, back to Jesus.